guys, I'm actually reading a book today, and I'm gonna hide the book that I'm going to be reading, because some people already have this book, and it's called Snail and the Whale. It's with the creator of the Gruffalo, if you have that book. Julia Donaldson, yeah. Here is the snail in the first picture. And now we're starting. Beep, beep, beep. This is a tale of a tiny snail and a great big gray blue humpback whale. This is Ruckus black as suit, and this is a tiny whale with an itchy foot. Itch, itch, itch. The sea snail slithered all over the rock and gazed at the sea and the ships in the dock. And as she gazed, she sniffed and sighed, or whatever. The sea is deep and the world is wide. How I long to sail, said the tiny snail. Here's the snail in this picture. And here's some dead fish. A dead fish, and that's okay, let's go. There are other snails in the flocks who stuck all to the smooth black rock and said to the snail with the itchy foot, "Be quiet, don't wriggle, stay still, stay put." But the tiny snail sighed and
I'm not sure.
And sniffed and cried, "I've got it, I'll hitch a lift." This is the trail of the tiny snail, a silvery trail that whooped and curled and said, "Lift wanted around the world." Oh, right, and here's the picture of the two last ones. Whoop and whoop. Look, lift wanted around the world. This is the whale who came one night when the tide was high and the stars were bright. A humpback whale immensely long, who sang to the snail a wonderful song of shimmering ice and coral waves and caves. I said caves. And shooting stars and enormous waves. And this is the snail
And this is the tail.
And this is the tail of the humpback whale. He held it out of the starlit sea and said to the snail, "Come sail with me." Ding. Well, now I'm gonna relax like this, okay guys? Then I'm gonna flip also. Wow. This is the sea so wild and free that carried the snail and the snail on his tail to towering icebergs and far lands. The Arctic. So, with flowery mountains and golden sands. These are waves that arced and crashed, that foamed and frolicked and sprayed and splashed. The tiny whale and splashed the tiny snail on the tail of the whale. These are the caves. I'm getting sleepy. These are the caves beneath the waves, where stripy fish with feathery fins and shorts and hidey toothy grins swam around the whale and the snail on the tail. You see, This is the sky so vast and high, sometimes sunny, blue and brown, sometimes filled with a thunderstorm with a zigzag lightning, flashing and frightening. The tiny snail on the tail of the whale. Dun dun. And she gazed at the sky, the sea, the land, the waves and the caves and the golden sand. She gazed and gazed, amazed by it all, and she said to the whale, "I feel so small." Why? Well, you know why? Because snails are actually, you know what? Tiny.
Move on. Next page.
But then came this day, the whale lost his way. These are speedboats running a race, zigzagging and zooming all over the place, upsetting the whale with their ear-splitting roar, making them swim too close to the shore. This is the tide slipping away. And then the whale lied beach. And this is the whale lying beached in the bay. Quick, off the sand. Back to sea, cried the snail. I can't move on land. I'm too big, moaned the whale. The snail felt helpless and terribly small. Then, "I've got it," she cried, and started to crawl. "I must not fail," said the tiny snail. And also this part. Whoop. This is the bell on the school in the bay, ringing the children in from their play. This is the teacher holding her chalk, telling the class to sit straight, don't talk. And also I want to cover this. This is the board, as black as soot. And this is the snail with an itchy foot. A snail. The teacher turns pale. "Look," said the children, "it's leaving a trail." This is the trail of the tiny snail. A silvery trail saying, "Save the whale." Ding 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 ding. These are the children running from school, fetching the fireman, digging a pool, squirting and spraying to keep the whale cool. And the tide is coming into the bay. And these are the villagers shouting hooray as the whale and the snail travel safely away. What does this say? I'm gonna do it upside down. Back to the duck and the flock on the rock, he said. How time's flown, and haven't you grown? I'm going like this. And the whale and the snail told their wonderful tale of shimmering ice and coral caves and shooting stars and enormous waves, and how the snail, so small and frail, with her looping, curling, silvery tail, saved the life of the humpback whale. Then the humpback whale held out his tail and crawled snail after snail snail after snail after snail.
And it's ripped.
And it's ripped, so that's at the end.
So, what's the story all about? Okay, say bye.
Goodbye.